everybody, this is Car Ray Rob. I'm Ray.
I'm Rob.
Today we're giving you our before and after trailer reactions for Dunkirk. Alright, Rob, we're going back to World War II for the 1000th time. That actually might be low.
I was going to say, it's got to be more than that.
That actually could be low. A new story, I guess, is somehow left to be told. I personally only prefer World War II movies that were actually made during World War II.
So German propaganda film.
Yeah, I think those are the most original. Or just, the American side, which just all starred women because all the boys were off fighting the war.
Right.
Christopher Nolan's helming this one, so I guess maybe there will be something different or unique. I don't know. I have a really hard time getting pumped up for a World War II movie nowadays. I just feel like I've seen so many of them.
It's interesting to see him leave Gotham City for the beaches of World War II. But I have to say, I think a lot of guys like him with these big picturesque cinematography ideals really love to shoot war movies because of those big expansive shots.
Yeah,
and I think it's kind of like they're all hidden dreams that they want to shoot a World War II
wet dreams.
Probably. In coming to his defense a little bit, this is going to focus more on the British. It's not just trying to top Saving Private Ryan storming the beach of Normandy scene, which nobody will ever do. So at least it's not that.
I have no doubt that the movie is going to look great. We kind of saw that in the teaser. He's got lots of things to play with there. Story-wise, I just don't know. His stories are always so complex, and his characters are so complex, and I just wonder if there's enough in this story that's going to make it feel different than the other World War II movies.
No, I agree. You're right. At this point, we maybe do need to see something a little bit different. We'll see how he's able to draw you into the characters and really get you invested in their stories. Yeah. I feel like, and it's tough. You really have to. When you're working on a character piece, which, from that first trailer, I'm not really sure if there's going to be a lot of quote-unquote battle scenes in this movie. So it is going to be a lot of maybe slow-paced character building. But, boring for that guy.
No, not if it's executed. But, right. It's like, sometimes the World War, or just the war drop back is kind of like the cheap excuse for, it's like, we hook you into liking a guy, but we're going to kill him because there's going to be a weird sniper on the side of the building. So, it's almost like a cheap way to emotionally pull at you because there's movies going to start with 12 people and end with 8 or 6,
right.
So, but with Christopher Nolan, you kind of always look for something special in the movie or maybe, I don't want to say a twist at the end, but
sure.
Like with Memento and with Inception, just, something that leaves you scratching, maybe just, or even Interstellar a little bit, just kind of more than just the straight line plot. But I don't know if we're going to get that for this one. It's World War II. It's going to be a pretty straightforward movie, We almost think we're going to die and we win.
Let's give the trailer a watch. Let's see if this one makes you feel any different. Maybe we'll see something that will hook you.
I'm willing to give it a shot. I love Christopher Nolan, so I'm not wanting to not like this.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Let's check it out.
What has happened is a colossal military disaster.
Director of.
Just into the Dark Knight trilogy.
We shall go on to the end.
He did all of them.
Not just that.
We shall never surrender.
It's funny.
Save him, Batman.
Right. That's what everybody's expecting.
The call went out. We have to go to Dunkirk. Ready on the stern line.
400,000 men.
What are you doing?
Fishing.
You know where we're going?
Into war, George.
I'll be useful, sir.
One of ours.
George looks like he's war age.
He's on me.
I'm on him.
Dodger. He's a Dodger.
The ship's about to leave.
With his Bane mask on.
That time from Dunkirk.
They need to send more ships.
Kenneth Branagh does not move the entire movie. He just stares in one direction and speaks.
The civilians.
There he goes.
Civilians? We need destroyers. Where are we going?
Dunkirk.
I'm not going back. If we go, they will die.
think if I was sending you House of Wars, I wouldn't have the flag or the opposing side. I'd aim for my vote and kind of play that one down the middle.
There's no hiding from this, son. We have a job to do. Turn it around!
We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall never surrender. We shall never surrender. We shall never surrender.
Where's the bloody Air Force?
All right, Rob. So there you have that. What did you think?
I have to say I liked this trailer more than I did the first one. I was a little bit more drawn in. I thought they'd give you a little bit more of the story, let you get attached to a couple more of the characters. The trailer was paced a little bit more, and I have to say, going back to what you were saying before, I do feel like this feels a little different than just like your regular run-of-the-mill World War II movie.
Yeah, I think I liked Mark Rylance's character and that storyline, the fisherman's fleet's going to save the soldiers. I found that to be intriguing and feel different. I almost wish maybe that's the focus of the movie. It feels like maybe that's gonna be half of the focus.
Right.
And I get the idea of like both sides. Like if you're invested in the people he's trying to save,
right,
you're gonna be more invested in the entire movie. I get that aspect, but I almost feel like I'm almost gonna be watching those parts just like go back to that storyline. That's what I want to see, kind of thing.
I do feel like that storyline makes it feel different, from your normal average World War II story. I mean, we'll see how much, because obviously it's not like it's the first story about civilians, trying to help in the war effort. But, being an American, not necessarily knowing a lot about the British side, I think that'd be kind of interesting too. And, I think the way that they cut this trailer, and it could just be the trailer, makes it seem like it won't be as slow moving as I kind of got from the first one. You know what I mean? That kind of slow character build. I think they're going to be a little bit more fast pacing than what I thought.
That would still be a concern of mine, I guess I would say, is that it's still going to be slow. And I'm still kind of confused though on like what the ripping part of the storyline is. Like, all right, so I get he's, Mark Rylance's character's sailing in dangerous waters. Is he just going to pick him up, get a couple more guys, U-turn and go back? Can a slow boat dodge a plane the whole time? I
mean, in a way, I feel like it is going to be partly that, in a simplified version, sure. And I think it's like him, maybe also trying to get more, boats to join in and help, try to get all these guys back. I think that it could be interesting, kind of tugging at the heartstrings of, that kind of patriotism, if you will. I think I will say the cast it's solid. Kenneth Branagh, Tom Hardy, Cillian Murphy, Mark Rylance, as you mentioned. I mean, and you can tell there's going to be some younger guys in there that they're kind of focusing on probably that we're not necessarily familiar with. So I'm sure we're going to see some breakout performances and maybe some award attention towards the end of the year.
I can see that. I would like to see Christopher Nolan get some of that kind of more recognition.
Summer movie though, so you always realize that Oscar time, it's like it's got to be released in the last 3 months of the year for this to actually, but
what have you done for me lately?
Exactly, but maybe we'll see some.
Do you see that Christopher Nolan visual representation? I guess. Yeah,
absolutely. I think his visual style is pretty apparent. His shot structure is very similar to things that we've seen in even Inception and stuff like that. While it's not necessarily as outlandish science fiction as that, there's still those kind of visual cues that I think really work. I think one of the shots that really kind of grabbed me was the one where it's like the water kind of Dutched and then and the guy against the wall. That type of stuff I think is really interesting. I think there's not going to be any shortage of visual eye candy in this movie.
No, I agree with that. I think that part is not the part I worry about. It's just like I said, it's a World War II story. I just wonder
pacing story.
It's different. Yeah, feeling different, that kind of stuff. But so I don't think I was 100% answered with that in this trailer, but I do think I was maybe. It's pushed me further in the right direction.
Yeah. So we're here to rate it. So midnight it, stream it, forget it. Hit me with it.
I'm not 100% sure where I'm at. I think right now I'm still at forget it.
Really?
I am. I don't know why. I'm definitely not a midnight guy.
Yeah, I
right
figured.
now. My only problem with streaming a movie like this is like, all right, so when am I doing? When am I streaming it? Is it the weekend and I'm bored on a weekend day and I'm going to watch a war movie that might drag on? I'm just going to fall asleep. It's a theater experience movie where it's like you have to watch it with somebody kind of movie.
Sure. For me, I'm probably gonna stream it right now. I'm probably at stream it. I actually could see myself midnighting this movie, but I think for right now, I'm more of a stream it. I like Nolan. I like what he's done in the past. I think this is going to be a decent enough movie. Is it going to be good enough to get me in the seat on day one? Maybe not.
Everybody, now it's your turn to write in the comments below what you think about this movie and how do you feel about another World War II movie.
Also hit the like and subscribe button to catch all of our upcoming videos.
Until then, this is Ray Rob, where I'm Ray.
And I'm Rob.
Are you employed, sir?
Employed?
You don't go out looking for a job dressed like that on a weekday?
Is this a... What day is this?
Well, I do work, sir, so if you don't mind...
I do mind. The dude minds. This will not stand, you know. This aggression will not stand, man.